We are all on a healing journey, but some of us have a harder time than others. So here to help those struggling to find their way in this world is author Bernard Owens. Welcome, Bernard.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Tell us a little bit about your personal story and why you decided to write your book.
Well, the work that I do now is in transforming relationships. I had a rocky start with my mom, who passed in September. And the work that I do in the book is about my journey and lessons that I gained from that journey. And ultimately, the lessons that I gained from that journey and the trials early on that I had with my mom helped to heal me. And I was able to be present for her as she transitioned and passed away. So it was a really beautiful experience that I wouldn't have been able to have had I not done the work on myself. So my book, The Only Thing Wrong With You is that you think something is wrong with you, really speaks to that, what it means to be a human being, this experience, and how we can navigate this world and find the lessons from some of the adversity that we suffer through.
Yes, relationships with family members are a very sticky and tough situation because you feel a lot of guilt around the fact that you're supposed to get along with that family member. Is there a lot of advice in the book about how to handle dysfunctional family relationships?
Yeah, I love that question. First of all, I don't believe there is a functional relationship with regard to families. Like, all of us have something, right? And so with regard to relationships specifically for me and parental relationships with my mother and my father, the advice that I would give is like sitting with them and learning their story. I think I had a lot of resentment towards both of my parents because I thought that they owed me something as their child. But when I got to know Bernard, I'm junior, so when I got to know Bernard Sr. and Susan, the human beings and not the parents that I felt owed me something, everything shifted. So I began the work on myself, and that's what transformed the relationships. It really is about those people, those parents were human beings before you got here on this planet with problems, bills to pay, school to navigate, and all the other things that you are now facing as an adult. So I would advise folks to try to get to know the story of their parent.
Very good point there. Now, what would you say to people who are struggling with mental health in general, especially post-COVID, feeling alone? So many of us feel alone.
That's, you know what? And because so many of us feel alone, I think since COVID, there's been a lot more attention on mental health and the importance. So I would say to anyone struggling with isolation and loneliness now that COVID is behind us to some extent, to get back out there, get involved with groups. And the nice thing about the internet is you can find other groups of people who are into some of the things that you're into, whether that be bird watching or reading a book or their favorite bar. You know, you can find other human beings who have similar experiences or who would like to experience some of the things that you enjoy. And I think that's a great way to connect with other people.
Yeah, and then make a date, meet in person. Where can people go, Bernard, to get more information from you?
Well, if you're interested in purchasing my book, you can go to Amazon at Bernard Owens Jr. You can also visit my website at bernardowens.media. And that'll give you more information and how to connect with me and how to get some things from the book. It's a lot of good lessons, and it's about more than just being one thing in this world. It's about integrating those pieces to be a total human being.
Wonderful. Very inspirational. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Bernard Owens.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be right back.